Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel Bong Couple on the Wheels. We are kicking off a brand new travel series, and this time we are heading to one of Central Asia's most underrated and historically rich countries, Uzbekistan. In today's episode, we'll walk you through our journey from Abu Dhabi, all the travel details you need to know, including some surprises from our flight experience, the visa requirements for UAE and India residents, our first impression of the Tashkent city, and finally, a colorful visit to the famous Chorsu Bazaar. In this series, you will experience amazing culture, stunning architecture, bustling bazaars, and incredibly warm people. So, let's get started. Hello, everyone. We are Bong Couple on the Wheels, and welcome to our channel. A quick introduction, I am Ipshita.
I am Anurag.
And we are a couple from India, basically from the eastern part of India. We are from Kolkata and we stay in the UAE, and from this place we travel to different parts of the whole world. We travel across the world, and this Eid we have a 4-day long break, so why to miss this opportunity? So we are traveling to a new country, and this time we are traveling to Uzbekistan. So we have a flight from Abu Dhabi to Tashkent, and welcome to the vlog of Uzbekistan, a country full of rich of culture, architecture and diversity. So travel around with us.
Yeah, so we are going to Tashkent firstly for 3 days, and then we'll move to Samarkand. It's a short trip, so we couldn't include the other places, but again we would travel these places again whenever we have time. But for the time being, whatever we have, we'll go through those places and share you our experiences. So stay tuned.
We started our journey from the Abu Dhabi International Airport, flying directly to Tashkent, the capital of Uzbekistan. After completing all the formalities, we had a great breakfast at the airport lounge. This time, we were flying with Wizz Air for the first time, and the ticket cost was around 480. If you are flying from India, then there are direct flights from Delhi and Bombay. If you want to get the cheapest rates, you should always book the flights 2 to 6 months prior. You can even get the round trip for just rupees 25,000.
We are standing in front of the queue, so the flight is entirely booked. That's why there is a long queue, and even we didn't get any window seat. All the seats are aisle seat. Even after requesting the staffs, they couldn't provide any seat like that. Or also we had some bad experience with Wizz Air, which we'll discuss as we go along in this travel vlog.
So we had a very pathetic experience with Wizz Air. I know all these are budget carriers, and people prefer to fly with these airlines when they travel from the Middle East, but we had a pathetic experience. We'll discuss that later. Follow us. We only had a 10 kg handbag allowance, which we were super careful about. We weighed our bags beforehand and thought we were all set. But here's the catch. They were checking even the dimensions of the handbag. They were making sure that every bag fits inside their metal measuring rack. We saw quite a few people being penalized because their bags didn't fit inside the measuring rack properly, even if they were under the weight limit. Luckily, our bags fit inside the measuring rack properly, and we were escaped. We got hit by another surprise. Because we didn't do our web check-in in advance, they charged us 280 per person at the airport. So if you ask us, either avoid Wizz Air altogether or go ultra prepared to avoid any unexpected charges. Because the flights may be cheap, but the end moment fines adds up at the last. We finally boarded our flight and were super excited to visit our 10th country together. It was a short flight of 3.5 hours. Even if you're traveling from India, it takes you only 3 to 4 hours. The Tashkent airport was quite old and not that jazzy. And there was a long queue in the immigration. Hello everyone, so we have reached Tashkent airport. We flight for around 3.5 hours and finally we reached our destination. So it was a much needed and much awaited trip, and it's our ninth country together, so we are super excited. So after landing in the airport, we completed the formalities like the immigration, and then we collected SIM card from here. SIM card is very reasonable and cheap here, so we got it only for $5. So the pack gives around 500 minutes and also 25 GB data, so we just got one SIM card only. So the people who are planning to travel to Uzbekistan, do not go for international roaming because that is more costlier, because data and SIM card are very cheap here. After that we did currency exchange because we got dollars. We didn't get Uzbekistani som from UAE itself, so we exchanged that. We only exchanged $50 for the time being, and guess what, we got 6,40,000 som. Now we are planning to book a cab and reach out to our hotel, so stay tuned. This is Tashkent, the vibrant capital city of Uzbekistan. With a history that stretches over 2000 years, Tashkent beautifully blends ancient heritage with modern charm.
So now finally we got the cab. After there was some delay getting the SIM and all, it was not getting activated. फाइनली फिर वो एक्टिवेट तो हो गया, तो फिर फाइनली अपने को Yandex Go मिल गया. लेकिन प्रॉब्लम यही है कि मतलब Yandex Go को छोड़ के आई वोंट रिकमेंड एनीथिंग, बिकॉज ये लोग कुछ भी चार्ज करते हैं. एंड इट्स द क्या बोलते हैं कि कैब इतना एक्सपेंसिव नहीं है इधर. इट्स नॉट लाइक UAE की बहुत एक्सपेंसिव है, तो फिर वो थोड़ा ध्यान रखिएगा. थोड़ा टाइम भी लगे तो फिर भी Yandex Go ही कीजिएगा, तो थोड़ा आपका मतलब पैसे बचेंगे. क्योंकि इट्स अर्ली जून, सो ऑब्वियसली देयर इज़ अ लिटिल बिट समर दैट हैज़ ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड. maybe probably the best time would have been to come in the month of April and May, but ठीक है, अभी तो आए हैं तो छुट्टी है तो आए हैं, तो देखते हैं कैसा रहेगा. बट ऐसे सिटी अच्छा है.
Tashkent is a fascinating mix of the old and the new. You will find Soviet era buildings standing beside Islamic architecture, wild boulevards lined with trees, local bazaars nestled between shopping centers. Tashkent is very clean and green and laid back. You will often find families relaxing in parks, sipping tea at roadside stalls, or enjoying open air music. हमने एयरपोर्ट से Yandex को बुक कर लिया था, and we finally reached our hotel, which was the Arch Residence Hotel at the Tashkent city. After freshening up, we went out to explore the Tashkent city. We booked our hotel through Make My Trip app, and the cost was around 240 AED for a single day. You can even get very cheap hotels at the rate of 3000 to 5000 INR, and even hostels for solo travelers. So we checked into the hotel and rested for some time, and now we have all geared up, you can see, and we have started. We are heading towards the Chorsu Bazaar, the famous Chorsu Bazaar, because we are super hungry.
Landmarks, people in Tashkent, whoever comes to visit Tashkent, to definitely visit Chorsu Bazaar. So we are going to there to have some food, and then we'll get started.
We are expecting some very good cuisine and amazing delicacies there, so let's check out. So now we have reached to Chorsu Bazaar and we took a cab. Here we booked through an app called Yandex Go. From airport we booked Yandex Go to the hotel, and it charged us 45,000 so, which is equal to just 300 INR. And from hotel to this Chorsu Bazaar also it costed us 50,000 Uzbekistani som, which is equal to again 300 to 350 rupees. तो यहाँ पे cabs बहुत ही ज़्यादा सस्ते हैं, so you can travel and commute very easily. So this is the most iconic places in the Tashkent city, the Chorsu Bazaar. You will find everything here: fresh vegetables, fruits, dry fruits, traditional Uzbek spices, and beautiful hand-woven textiles. Don't forget to try these famous Uzbekistani breads and pilav here. अगर आपको चौरसो बाजार से शॉपिंग करनी है तो मेक श्योर यू बार्गेन एंड यू आर कैरिंग कैश. उज़्बेकिस्तान अभी भी डिजिटल इकोनॉमी नहीं है एंड ज़्यादातर जगहों पे हमको कैश ही यूज़ करना पड़ा था. Chorsu Bazaar is not just a market, it's a cultural experience. The friendly smiles, the aroma of fresh food, and the sound of local chatter. It's the perfect place to start your Uzbekistan adventure. Chorsu Bazaar is located in the heart of the old city. It has been the center of trade for centuries, right from the times of the Silk Road. If you are a foodie and you want to try local cuisine, then this place is a heaven for you. The must-try items are samsa, pulav and shashlik kebab. यहाँ का खाना बहुत ही टेस्टी था और बिल्कुल लोकल फील देता है. हमने पुलाव और शाशलिक कबाब ट्राई किया था and trust me, it was totally worth it. Apart from food, you will get traditional Uzbek fabrics and Suzanis, handmade ceramics and carpets, and local kops, which is called as dopi. Prices are quite reasonable here, especially if you enjoy bargaining. The Chorsu Bazaar is not only for shopping, it's a place to just wander, explore, and absorb the vibe of the vibrant city. We had a great experience exploring the famous iconic Chorsu Bazaar. Now it's time for the hidden gem of Tashkent, the Tashkent Metro. It's not just a transport system, but literally a moving art gallery. Tashkent Metro was the first metro of the Central Asia, which started in the year of 1977, and the legacy is still alive. If you are in the Tashkent city, then exploring this iconic metro is must recommended. So we wanted to explore the metro station of Uzbekistan and ride a metro in Tashkent city. So we took a cab from our hotel to the nearest metro station and availed the metro. But here a lot of language barrier is there. Nobody understands English. The writings are also in either Uzbek or Russian. So it's a very difficult stage to communicate with them. But somehow we managed to ride to the metro and we came one station.
Yeah, so this metro station are pretty old metro stations, and this was built during Soviet era. So as far as we read, what we understood is these metro stations were built long back, primarily during the World War II, So that time Soviet Union wanted to build such metro stations and hideouts, so that if any nuclear war breaks out, so that people can take shelter in the underground. So these metro stations are built. So that is the main reason why we are seeing that these metro stations are pretty old, but then it bears
It has
a
a
old
old
world
vintage charm.
Yeah. Then you can see that Soviet style being reflected everywhere. However, post Uzbekistan independence, I don't think these metro stations are not maintained that properly,
Yeah.
which they should have ideally. Else the metro stations, metros are good, well maintained in the sense, but then they are not pretty modern, and you somehow get back to time like in 1970s or 1960s. So that is the reason why we came to basically see this and experience this charm. So
And this is very empty today, maybe because of Eid.
yeah,
Not many people are.
have come out of their homes
Yes.
and maybe they are celebrating.
The metros were also very empty.
Yeah, and you can see in our back the chandeliers and also you don't get to see this quite often in a modern city, this kind of a metro station, but it is also beautiful, I would say, in one way or the other. So yeah, so we wanted to experience it, we had it, and now we are heading to our next destination.
In the next video, we are going to cover the other parts of the city, so be a part of our journey and stay tuned.